on the assembly line. You guys know what the assembly line is? The 9 to 5, the rat race, right? The get up, the drive an hour, somewhere you don't want to go, work for somebody else, help them make a bunch of money. They give you scraps, right? And you have no security, your false sense of security. Oh, I got a job, I show up, I get paid every other week. That's not security. They can fire you today, they can replace you tomorrow. The way that you win in this game, there's definitely, I would say, 4 expert levels. And write this down. This is something I learned from Patrick Bet-David. Who loves Patrick Bet-David? I'm a big fan, right? He calls it TWA, theory, witness, application, right? Theory is this, literally, right? Theory, you're learning, you're reading, you're consuming content, you're, going to masterminds and going to events like this. Theory. Witness, right? You get around the right people and you see what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? You're witnessing. You're like, I don't know what Steve Jobs guy, Wozniak or something, I don't know what his name was, but he witnessed Steve Jobs built Apple, and then he went on and did some pretty big stuff himself. He witnessed literally this, massively successful entrepreneur. And then application. Application is what you're doing right now, or at least what you're attempting to do. Getting your hands in there, getting dirty, beating the concrete, right? Working in your business. And if you are in this game long enough, you'll be a master of all 3. Theory, witness, proximity, around the right people, application, you're doing the work. Does that make sense? Right? And look, this isn't gonna come easy. I got about 5 minutes left, and I just gotta say this. This is not gonna come easy, man. Who wants to be a 7-figure earner in this room? Who wants to be an 8-figure earner in this room? Who wants to be a 9-figure earner in this room at some point? Okay. Is that gonna come easy? Absolutely not. So my advice to you is this. I think you gotta ask yourself 2 questions, man. 1, what do you want out of life? What do you really want out of life? Raise your hand if you've actually asked yourself that before. What do you want out of life? Happiness. Well, money helps with that, right? Answer this. Raise your hand if you haven't asked yourself what you want out of life. Be honest with yourself. Okay, so that's question number 1. What do I want out of life? And the other thing, just to follow that up, and this isn't the second question, but what are you willing to do to get it, right? What are you willing to do to get it? What are you willing to do to become part of that 1%? 99% of people in this country, they're on the assembly line. You guys know what the assembly line is? The 9 to 5, the rat race, right? The get up, the drive an hour, somewhere you don't want to go, work for somebody else, help them make a bunch of money. They give you scraps, right? And you have no security, your false sense of security. Oh, I got a job, I show up, I get paid every other week. That's not security. They can fire you today, they can replace you tomorrow, right? So the second question is, who do you want to become? Have you asked yourself that? Who do you want to become? Who do you want to become, G? What does that look like? You want to employ over 1,000 people. You want to be on your Jeff Bezos vibe. Seamus, who do you want to become, brother? I've seen you grind for 3-4 years already. I've seen you hit the concrete. Who do you want to become? The best version of yourself. Who else is in this room? There's a bunch of amazing souls in this room. Excuse me? You want to impact lives. You see that? Everybody has great intentions in this room. Well, how do you get there? Do you just magically wake up and then you're that person? Absolutely not, right? So I'm gonna do this one little exercise with you before I hit the road. I'm so blessed. My family's driving up to Dana Point as we speak, and I'm headed from here to there, and we're gonna spend the entire week, at a beachfront spot. I don't have to worry about what deals are closing. I don't know any of the addresses. I don't do none of that anymore. I removed myself from all of that back in 2018, 4 years. I'm to the point where I'm gonna exit my company internally. I'm hiring a CEO because they're gonna run that company, my real estate company, better than I run the company. We have a bunch of other companies that we're running now, you know what I mean? So, and I want everybody to get to that level at some point. But what are you gonna need? You're gonna need several things, right? You're gonna have to become the best version of yourself. You're gonna have to continue to grow, because when you grow, what else grows? Everything and everyone around you.